There's no commotion.
Should I call? Should I call them?
Yeah, they're not trying to be sneaky. Let's back up a little ways into the trees and give them a shout.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll speed dial number 1 is Zola. So actually, first things I'm gonna text them first, and we'll see if they can answer, and then after that, if they don't respond, I'm gonna call.
Okay. So this would be probably around the time, Zola, that Dan had just ran off down the left tunnel towards the dining room.
I mean, I could see that. Like, maybe I was about to go and like reply, and then I heard some commotion going on. Because I don't even, I wouldn't even know what to say to her. Like, I don't want to make her worried, but so I'm probably overthinking what to reply, and then Dan comes running back. Where's he? Where do we go? Where do we go? So I won't respond this time.
Okay.
Wow.
So, Zola does not respond to your text.
So what's the time difference in that? Like, is it a couple minutes? Is it like 10 minutes? Is it like, it's only been 3 minutes?
How long do you want to? So, you send the text. You don't hear anything. 2 minutes go by. You start hearing faint shouts from inside the tunnel.
Arabella's visibly anxious. Ren, she hasn't answered me. I don't know what's going on. I'm afraid that she's in trouble. You hear that? You hear that? You can hear that. I can hear it. You can hear it. Maybe we should go. We should just go. We should just go and make sure they're okay.
But if we get caught with all this stuff on us, that's not going to be any good.
All in my trusty backpack.
All right, how about let's split the papers. I'll take half, you take half. You take we'll split the money too. So quick, we just kind of separate the coins. Maybe it's not perfect, but that way if one of us is captured, at least we have the other half of the stuff. And I'll follow you. You lead the way. Somebody spots us, you blind him, and I'll trip him.
On it. I can do that. And then I'll spin. And then, yeah.
The old tripping blind.
All right. So you walk into the tunnel. You rush into the tunnel. Are you staying out?
I think if we're hearing like shouts and commotion, like probably like if Arabella goes to rush off, I'm like, no, calmly, and like we try to get to the mouth of the tunnel, and then listen. What do we hear?
Okay, so from the tunnel, like from the very entrance of the tunnel, it sounds very faint. Like this is coming from deep inside the tunnel, but it's kind of echoing out towards But when it gets to you, it's kind of like a kind of a faint. You can tell from the fact that it reached you out here. It's probably loud from the inside, but it is very faint from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
As you wait listening, there are a couple of voices that sound louder and louder as they're getting closer.
Can we make a perception check to try and identify the voices?
Sure.
That's a 13.
Okay. The voices themselves are not recognizable. They are kind of deep, gruff voices that you do not recognize. They do not belong to your friends. You can surmise they are probably people from this mine.
Arabella, this it's not them. And I don't think that we should be caught. I think we should get out of here.
How can you be so sure? What happens if it is a part of them?
we're hearing the same thing here. We're not hearing our friends. I think let's keep a watch, and if we see them come out, then we'll be able to, captured. We'll be able to get them out, and come from another angle. But if we all get captured at once, then we're all in the shit bucket together, as they used to say. Or at least the guy who shoveled the horse manure did.
Okay. I just want to make sure that everyone is fine, and we're gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna, Arabella will just follow Ren, but she's gonna text Zola again, and probably even the group chat, and just be like, "Please let us know where you are and if you're okay."
Yeah, Ren's like following that up with like some exclamation marks or something, and then we'll hide in the tree line. I think like Hockey will.
Tree line is much further back.
Yeah,
it's about like 30 meters back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we came, we listened, and there's nowhere to hide out here, right? It's all like flat open.
It
ground.
is open unless you try and hide amongst the couple sheds in the office building.
Yeah. No, I think back to the tree line. Oh, hold on. We got from Indigo Sherlock.
Drink up. Drink up, you
So
lubbers.
you retreat back to the tree line, and you see one kind of leather armor clad individual kind of rush out from the tunnel, look around, and run up to the office. And you hear kind of like a faint kind of like, Arrow, what happened? What? And kind of like as the door closes inside the office, the voice gets muffled.
Okay.
From that, I think kind of like there's a few discussions in the building, but I'll kind of cut back to you quickly to see what you want to do.
So Hockey, since he can be 100 feet from me, which is about 30 meters.
Yeah.
I'll have him stay near that office, like outside the window or something.
Cool.
So I can try and listen in, but otherwise we're like within the trees kind of deal.
So are you taking the action to share senses with him, or is he communicating with you kind of?
I'll take the action to share senses with him so that I can try and figure it out.
Cool. So for a second, kind of you kind of go almost kind of quite comatose, but like your eyes kind of go blank and you kind of stop where you are as you kind of delve into the senses of Hockey.
Yeah, I think Shy, you probably see me like touching the ring that I have on my hand and like eyes closed as I like project.
And as you do, you hear the faint kind of discussion these two are having. Did anyone come in? What's happening? What happened to the desk? And then you see kind of like the guy's like, yeah, nope. Oh, the key. Where'd the key go? Oh, it's on the ground. Okay, fell off. Whew. What happened to the papers? I had a lot more papers than this. No, they probably put it away. It should be okay. What was happening? Someone came into the mine? Shouldn't be there? So wait, what do you want to do? He's like, did anyone come in? Did you notice anybody passing? You were supposed to be on watch. Oh no, nothing. Quiet night. Quiet night. Do you need help in there? No, just stay out here and keep watch, okay? We'll find them in the mine. Don't fall asleep. Oh yeah, I won't fall asleep. And so the individual you saw rush in walks out and goes back towards the mine.
Yeah,
and you see this other individual kind of post up by the window and kind of like look around a little bit, then kind of come back, and you see this second source of light open. Back to you. Kind of like starts walking out the door. looks like he's gonna try and start like walking around a little bit.
Yeah. So I'll break contact with Hockey and kind of like let him know to like scurry back over.
Cool.
Look over at Arabella. Looks like the guard's going to start making the rounds again, and they've been discovered in the mines, but they haven't been caught. They seem fine. They're just probably in the middle of whatever their plan is. So I think we should kind of get a little bit further back, and I can only do this once a day. Yeah, I can leave Hockey in the vicinity to come and get us if he sees our friends.
Okay.
How about that, Arabella?
Yes, 100%. You can tell even me. She's distracted by her phone right now, and what you said is like she's just taking a second to process it, but yes, we'll do that.
All right. So we slink back away from the camp, out of the guard range, and Hockey has the command to, if he sees everybody, like come back to us.
So where is he posted?
I probably post him like
trying to be like up on a roof kind of thing, or
yeah, I mean he's a little mouse, so if he
Yeah.
could get up on a roof and just like get a view of stuff, and he's probably not super suspicious being a mouse. Like a little mouse in a little gutter on the edge of the roof, keeping watch.
cool.
You tell
So you do keep within that 100-meter radius of.
No, we're gonna go
No.
way further back. So
Okay.
I can't talk with him essentially. He's just gonna come physically have to get us.
Cool.
This is the part where I wish I had made him a flying animal instead of a mouse, but I can only change his form once a day with the ring. So this is it.
All right. So you leave his range, and leave him. He posts up on a corner of a roof with a clear view of the mouth of the tunnel. We're going to switch back to Dan, Zola, and Ori. And as you guys you don't know when the bottom of this elevator shaft will be,
Mhm.
but as it comes to a stop suddenly, kind of slows. It's always been kind of a slow kind of descent, but it kind of slows down even further and it kind of touches down. But as it's sorry, yeah, Brett.
One thing, I reread the item, and it's only if it dies that I can summon it again at the next dawn. Apparently, as an action, I can change its form,
Cool.
and there's no charges or anything. So I will change him to like an owl, so that he can just like post up like on a building or something, and
Great.
just
Okay.
keep watch and fly to us after.
Noted. Fantastic. All right. So Hockey, in his hawk form once more, is on the roof,
Owl.
awaiting any visual of the rest of the party. So we come back once more to Dan, Zola, and Ori. And as you guys kind of are descending, you start hearing this slamming kind of further down. It's kind of like echoing up the elevator shaft. And as you kind of descend and it kind of slows down, you hear the sounds of someone being like, oh, stop, get off! Further in to this floor.
That's the sound of Karl attacking.
Give me the key.
Does it sound? Does it sound like get off? Like your friend is like bugging you, or does it sound like you know?
There is like a slight distress to this voice, but it's more of a surprise. Kind of like get off me, and then kind of like very controlled of, all right, this is it. I've had enough, and I'm gonna roll in it for all of you guys.
Okay, well, are there torches down here?
There are torches down.
Oh, thank God.
You afraid of the dark?
So as you guys descend,
No, absolutely not.
The door opens, Karl,
afraid of not
and
seeing.
as you jump, Vash, you also, I mean, kind of very subconsciously notice the light kind of flooding into the room as the door opens. You hear potentially in the faint background of the room, kind of a little of the elevator kind of touching down against the stone floor. And you hear kind of the scuffling of other individuals inside, or rather on that floor as well, not the kobolds in your room. And so now we will have initiative as you guys, Karl, Ori,
Jolene,
and
thanks for the drink.
Zola descend. You look into this room. You see torch lit, large kind of open area. There are 6 other individuals. One individual that looks a bit more kind of like in this still kind of like scale male, but you see this kind of golden symbol of something that you don't quite recognize, as well as a mace, and kind of this individual kind of comes up and looks around hastily. The other 5 are very kind of roughshod equipment, kind of leather jerkins, long swords. Doesn't seem too special, but they seem to be a bit more kind of lower rank than this other individual. And so I'm going to roll their initiatives as you guys roll your own.
Which room are they in?
So there are currently 2 rooms, essentially. The room with the kobolds.
The door.
That is one.
Yeah.
The door, this large open area where Vash was, with 6 other of her croonies. And then this little elevator shaft that kind of came down where we find Zola, Dan, and Tori. So they're all
I didn't know
connected.
she had cronies.
There is no door between the elevator shaft and the open area. There is only the door between this open area and the room where the kobolds are found. They might be other branching paths, but you have not seen them. This is just the layout that you can both see from either end of where you are currently situated. And so let me quickly
Okay.
Do it.
Sour face, Karl.
All right.
Hope you brought my sword.
Did we?
Oh, fuck.
No, you didn't.
We're here to save you, little guy.
We're Team Gorilla, not
I
Team
already do.
Smarty Pants.
You have Zola. You definitely are Team Smarty Pants.
Yeah.
Mm,
Zola's the gorilla brain. Ori's the
One
gorilla
brain.
arms, and I'm the gorilla legs.
Big beefy legs.
What does that leave me?
You're the. Do gorillas have tails?
No, but they got thick butts.
Gorilla butt.
I love girl butt.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I'm fine with that.
have
I give me
your
the- but
initiatives,
then-
please.
Rock hard. The butt, I mean.
So does
shoot, right.
anyone have 20 to 25?
No, I got a hot 17.
22.
Okay. Excuse my
Nobody asked
typing
for
as
it.
I get this initiative down. All right, so 15 to 20.
Bleh, that's me. Sorry.
Is that supposed to be a number or?
that's me.
Where?
I said 17.
The whole
God
race.
damn it.
On average.
All right, 10 to 15.
Sometimes
13.
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
15,
14.
14.
Does chat want to roll in it also? Here we go. Let's see what chat gets.
This freaking guy.
Yo, what's chat's bonus? Oh, sorry, that's spoilers because it doesn't show on stream until like a good little while after.
Yeah, there's like a 20-second delay right now.
That's bonus right now is plus
19.
13, we could say.
It's a 19.
We got
19.
13.
Plus 13. Holy
Plus 13.
It's a plus per viewer.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Oh, we dropped.
Oh.
Well, I guess mine was
That's big brain.
So, Dan, you're first.
Oh. Am I now?
You are, sir.
Okay. Farthest enemy from me? How far?
Furthest enemy is inside the other room. You can see them kind of through the other individuals. They are, let's say, 60 feet from you.
60 feet.
60 feet.
Oh, that's just too far. I'm going to run towards them, and I'm gonna jump as if I'm doing like a drop kick. But because I can't actually reach them with my movement, I'm gonna sunbolt out of my feet the remaining 5 feet, so I hit them with my beam of light.
Okay.
That's so badass.
So this furthest individual is the person that's tussling with Karl.
Okay.
On the ground.
Oh, on the ground.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So it is a
disadvantage?
ranged attack. It will be at disadvantage.
Gotcha. All right.
Can I help him? Can I roll into her?
Like a little shield.
Sacrifice
If
an
Dan
action or
had
something.
potentially like yelled out like "set her up" or something, maybe.
I would-
But
I can go on dynamic entry.
if you want a retcon, we can see what we can do.
No.
He always says dynamic. It's involuntary at this point.
But if you're rushing past these individuals that are in the room, one of them is going to have an attack of opportunity on you. Because like there are like 6 individuals in this room, and then like the other ones furthest is like in the other room, kind of like at the doorway.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sorry. So as I was saying, like there's the elevator shaft, and then it opens up into this larger room with 6 individuals. The one kind of more priestly-looking dude and 5 other guards.
Okay.
And then the other room, you can see just barely within the doorway, kind of like 2 figures kind of wrestling on the ground.
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna commit to attacking that
Yeah, I think
that
I
dude.
might need to get a board like Brent.
Yeah, I'll commit to attacking that dude, but I will use, as I've got some features that can help me in this
You
type of
can
situation.
use less of a distance because it wasn't properly explained.
No,
'Cause I know the
I'll still go
Sunbolt
the full
is further.
distance. But what I'll do is I'll use my first attack. I'll just karate chop out as I'm running past one dude, because as long as I attack, they can't get an opportunity attack against me.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, I'll just swing out and then jump and shoot out my beam. So for
That makes sense.
the
Yes.
unarmed strike, that's a 10.
Well, there's less of a tunnel per se between the elevator shaft and the main room. It's literally like an opening into the room.
Yeah, I got a 10 to hit for the first one for the first dude, so that's probably a miss.
Yes, it does miss.
Okay. And I'm just going to double check if I actually get the mobile feat. When you make a melee attack against a creature, okay, so it doesn't have to hit. I just have to make the attack. And then I will, for the Sunbolt, I got a 23. I believe.
23 with the disadvantage?
No, sorry, let me reroll that. Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 9 does miss.
Anybody got a boon? Anybody got a boon for me?
That's
No, I'm just kidding.
wild. That's so crazy. It's almost like I can't provide a message for the. Oh wait. Oh. Boom.
Do I hit Karl?
Boom.
I don't actually give it to me. Give it to
You
someone else.
can't do that.
I know.
You
I'm
can't
not when
give
I'm
boons.
participating.
Are players giving
players
players
can't
boons?
That's a wild west out here. Anarchy.
Here.
I have plenty of points. Let me live my life.
That's just
I would bane everybody constantly.
when you're not playing. That's when you abuse.
That's what you abuse,
Mm.
baby.
Then the DM's gonna take it out on you next.
Oh my god.
Refund me. Refund me. How do you do that?
Yeah, so I kind of embarrassed
Absolutely
myself
right.
there.
All
see you
sales
later.
are final.
But also, yeah.
Sheems, when I land, I'm gonna sort of just like crouch low, kind of, hopefully I don't attract any more attention than I already have, and I'm gonna patient defense. I'm gonna use a key point.
Cool.
That's a bonus action, right? Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah. Bonus action. Oh, bonus action.
Jeez.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So,
It is.
that's me. You okay, little guy?
Well, did you actually hit me?
No. Well, I hope not.
No. It was just a miss. It
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like shoots off into the room
I'm not even
itself.
paying
but,
attention to your dad.
Just like a flash of light.
I just give me that freaking key. I'm trying to like lay into this girl. I'm grappling her.
So it is her go now.
Oh no,
So
it's gonna be
Her
nightmare.
go.
movement
Oh no.
is 0 when grappled. I am aware of
mhm.
that. Let me
And yet she lifts
see.
me like a child.
No, I need to
wouldn't be
remember
hard to do,
what she
actually.
can do. Let me give a little look-see here.
I don't think she could do much, actually. I don't think you got to worry about it. I don't think
At all?
you got to worry about it.
You said that
Yeah,
when you tried
at
to show her
all.
the first time.
All
And
right.
he shouldn't have, because look what happened. I got locked in a room.
With your family.
How's that fair? Yeah. But I didn't
So,
want to be locked in.
she
You know
is
how I feel
going
about
to.
That's true.
You see her kind of say, "I've had enough of this," and you see kind of her form
saying
kind
that.
of blurs for a second, and this kind of shadow splits off from her, and the shadow itself stands up,
Oh, she's fucking.
and
Shit.
it's going to try and kind of take you and pull you off of her as she's going to push you off, essentially giving her advantage on her like attempt to tangle herself from you. So it is going to be a contested roll to undo the grapple.
Escape. Do I get athletics?
I'm assuming you're still raging. Well, no, you were surprised you didn't rage yet.
Yes, man. Yes. Well, I was raging before. I don't know if it lasted long enough.
You raged to try and kick the door open, and then you talked to Rank for a while.
Okay. You're right. So okay, yeah, and
So
it's
this
not
is
my
going to
turn,
be
so I can't-
flat for now because you haven't had your turn to initiate your rage.
Damn it! But it's my athletics.
It is your athletics, yeah.
Okay.
So she rolled a 22.
That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
Damn. All right. So even with this this kind of shadow trying to pull you off and her trying to like push you off, it doesn't actually work. So instead, she's just gonna like sucker punch you twice from her position, basically. So let me quickly roll some strikes here. Alrighty, Karl. Unless I'm mistaken, you have an AC of 16.
You're not mistaken.
Fantastic. All right, so those two do hit. You take 7 points of damage from the first punch, and 8 from the second.
Okay.
And so like you kind of feel like these impacts, and like being an experienced fighter yourself, you can tell that she's kind of used to these kind of like brawling situations. And then
Mhm,
just
mhm, mhm.
quickly see what this can do.
That's all she could do. She's done. She's done.
So you'd like
Please.
to have. No, so
Ex-
that will be. Yeah, that'll be it. So,
Oh.
action on your turn, any attack. Leaves an action for retreat from record space. Yeah, so it's kind of too much. All right, fantastic. After that, it is Ori. Karl, you come after Ori.
Yes.
Right. How
Followed by
how wide is this tunnel?
So there's the elevator shaft, which is like a little 10 by 10 square for the elevator itself to come up and down
Mhm.
unhindered. The room it opens up to is about like a 30 by 30, like kind of basically like a circle of 30, a 30-foot diameter circle.
Okay. And
Rather,
those two.
sorry, it'd have to be 60 because it's 60 feet to the other side.
Yeah. So 30.
And then there's a room on the other side here.
Okay. And those two guards that Dan passed by. They're how
There
far?
are 6 people in that room, only 2 of which were close enough to actually get any kind of attack on Dan as he like ran through the middle of them.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. I'm trying to get a little bang for my buck here. But you know what? I'm just. I'll just. I'll just do the classic, and I'll stick next to Zola. I'll be like, I'll try and dwindle their numbers. And I'll load up 2 lightning bolts in my hands to fire up some chromatic orbs. I'll use 2 sorcery points to use a bonus action to use a second chromatic orb.
Cool.
I told you my friends were coming.
So
So I whispered here while I'm on top
okay.
of her.
So like there are currently 7 targets. The one that's kind
Yeah.
of tousling with technically 8. One tousling with excuse me, Karl. The
Mhm.
shadow that kind of appeared from them, kind of priestly looking fellow, and 5 kind of soldiers around the priestly fellow.
Oh, actually, how far is Vash?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay, yeah. So I'll fire off my first one, which like yeah, I'll pump everything I got. I'll pump a 4th level chromatic orb at Vash, who's attacking Karl. I get like real angry.
But she's on the ground.
Yeah. So like Dan, this is a
Underneath.
range attack, so it would be with disadvantage since she's a prone target.
She's prone. Right. Sorry. No, fuck it. I'll do what I initially was gonna do. I'll fire off 2 3rd level chromatic orbs at the 2 frontmost guards.
Okay. Sure.
If we're like making our way towards there, I'll make a little bit of an easier time for Zola and I. The first one is a 17 to hit,
17 hits.
and the second one is a 13.
13 misses.
13 misses. Beautiful. So the first one is 28 lightning damage, or the one that hits rather.
Cool. All right.
That's me, and I guess I'll stick by Zola. So if I can use my movement that way, like if she moves up, I'll move up too. But yeah, I'm planning to stick by her. The brains of the operation. If I'm the arms, I gotta be by the brains. Yeah, and that's me.
Okay, so you stick by the elevator?
Yeah, but
Okay.
if she moves, I'll move with her, kind of deal. If that's okay. No.
Okay, so you want to hold your movement for when Zola moves, if she
Yeah.
moves.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so then Karl with Zola on deck.
Yeah. I don't have any weapons. I don't have any of my equipment other than my belt. So I'm just gonna rage
All right.
again.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start to blast this lady in the face with my fists.
Cool.
I'd like to, if possible, transition from from being in like side mount, and then I want to go into full mount, and I'm just gonna start pummeling her.
Okay, so it's not going to be kind of
So,
like you getting the dominant kind of like mount position. It's kind of like as you're tussling around, you find that moment where like you might be kind of like on top and manage to get a blow in,
You're
but
so
like it's
small.
never kind of like a stable situation. But
Maybe I'm
please
like
roll,
in north south, and I'm peppering her in the ribs.
roll the hit, please, monsieur.
Roll to pepper.
Is that's a natural 20 again.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
This man's
Too hot.
I don't know what to tell you.
popping his pepper.
I don't know what to tell you. So but it's just
Oh,
8. It's
Tony.
just 6 damage plus 2 because of my so I guess 12 plus 2 would be 14 because of my
Well,
rage bonus.
if it's, do you have any like dice that you roll for your unarmored strike? Unarmed strike?
No.
Okay, so the 1 is double
No,
to
it
2.
just says 6 bludgeoning. No, it's not 1. It's 6 bludgeoning. That's
Well, because it's 1 plus your 5 strength,
Oh.
right?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
plus
yeah,
your
you're
6th
right.
strength?
So the 1 is double to 2. Okay.
Yeah, and then plus your strength modifier.
5.
So it's 7 points of damage as you
Okay.
crack her into the ribs.
Okay, I see. Well, plus
Cheer-
2 more
cheer
for
for that
my,
nat 20.
Plus 2 more for
Dude.
so 9 points. Fantastic.
Damn.
7
Okay.
damage.
So 9
crit. Fuck.
Gotta love it. Let's just hope I don't waste another one. No. So yeah, that's an 18 on the die. Do I need to? I have plus 8 to hit. Is that
All
good?
right, so plus 8 to hit, you hit.
Hells to the so that's I guess 6 damage coming in then. Plus 2, so 8.
A commanding weight.
And as a bonus action, does this count as 2-weapon fighting where I can make like an offhand attack with my hands as a bonus action? Or
Yes,
something?
however, you wouldn't get your modifier to it, right? So you are perfectly able to get a 3rd hit in. You just wouldn't add your modifier.
Yeah, just the proficiency bonus?
No,
Or
just
not even?
your
No modifiers.
just the straight damage, which is the 1 or the 2 if you crit.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, because without like the 2-weapon
Okay,
fighting
cool.
feat, you don't add your modifier. So it's whatever. It's just the straight roll, and as there's no roll to your unarmored strike,
Mhm.
unarmed strike, it's just
Okay,
a flat 1.
I see.
Yeah. But you're more than welcome
Okay.
to take it.
Well, it would be 3 then. Yeah, I will. That's a 5 plus 8. So that's
That
a
does
13.
miss,
So I
though.
don't think I hit with 13.
Yeah.
Last hit hits the dirt.
Yeah. So that one kind of like as you go, she kind of like manages to get like an elbow in, and kind of like absorbs the impact with that as she kind of just manages to block that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I raged. I can't even have done that. So never
Oh,
mind
okay.
that
Well,
one damage.
regardless,
I'm being
that is nullified. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Cool.
That's me.
Zola.
Sick.
I'm just screaming at her to give me the key.
Gotcha.
I wasn't here
Go ahead.
last time, so I didn't get the whole picture. Can I roll an insight to see if, like, because there's 2 scenarios. There's either like Karl's in actual danger because these are bad people, or Karl kind of just showed up somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be, caused trouble. People are trying to hold him down, and now we're just running in, killing.
Okay, so
You know what I mean?
as your character was kind of like there for like the entirety of this journey, you know that Arabella's mentor had given her a quest to find out the truth to the rumors that the Ormcrofts had a new mine operation opened,
Mhm.
and have been kind of profiting from it. So, having known that Karl came from the Ormcroft family as an adoptive son, she approached Karl. You all went to the Ormcroft Manor, found a piece of paper that led you to these mountains, and then you were investigating this mining operation that you found from there. To the best of your knowledge, you've come to this mining operation. You infiltrated in to find out what's been happening here. Karl was taken into the mine, and you didn't hear from him again. Kind of until
Taken
you
like
walked in. He kind of tried to get in, and he was found. This woman that he's tussling with, you saw her kind of push him towards the entrance of the mine and take him inside.
okay.
But didn't Ori explain things?
Yeah, so like this is just kind of like a general like explanation. This is what all has happened. A very kind of quick, dirty explanation.
Yeah, I
Just
just want
kinda,
to make
like,
sure I didn't miss
Bring
it
you up to speed.
because it sounds like we're just trespassing.
Well, hold on.
No, Zola, they stole him. They took
you not-
Karl.
Hold on.
Don't doubt now.
There's a bunch of kobolds in that room with like collars around.
That
them.
is hard
Okay.
to see. The
Oh.
room that they're in is there are no torches. So
I
you
would've-
see Karl tussling.
Bro, I just ran in there.
The kobolds themselves have not kind of come out into the light yet. You see faint images. There are kind of figures in the darkness inside, but the light kind of bleeding into this room isn't strong enough to illuminate the real situation. Karl has seen this because he was in the room. He has dark vision. But unfortunately, you guys, having just kind of landed into this elevator shaft and kind of seen this situation, you can definitely roll to try and see further into the situation.
Yeah.
But all you see is currently Karl tussling with this woman, and these other guards kind of getting up and kind of going into action.
Okay, I'll definitely roll perception. I'm being called the brain, and I'm like thinking like, there's a lot of times where adults will come to us and be like, "You did this without even thinking. Oh, could you?" So I'm trying to get as much information as possible.
Just standing there like
The words from
Bill
Ren
Zola.
floating through your head. Rein them in. Rein them in. Rein them in.
23 perception.
Okay, so with the 23 perception, I think you have just the right angle to see kind of the figure of another kobold kind of just off to the side by Karl with a similar kind of scale color to Karl himself, wearing kind of very plain, kind of like a dirty tunic and like pants, and this kind of metallic collar that kind of just catches a gleam from the torchlight from the outside.
Okay. I will light some magic in one of my hands. What is anything I just did a bonus action or action or
The check itself will be the bonus action.
sick? So I'll start to cast a spell, and I guess this will be like my held action kind of explanation. And I'll walk forwards to the people who were close enough to do opportunity attacks.
Well, Dan
whichever one
ran
of them.
in, right? So
Mhm.
he ran like through these individuals to the back, and the one like the guard at the back was close enough to be able to get off that opportunity attack.
Okay. So they're
So
kind of
the ones in front and like around near the middle are a bit more spaced out. So like you would have to get like, yeah, I know you're not going into melee combat with them, but they would probably be kind of like in a more of like a V formation towards the door, situated probably about 10 feet, 20 feet, and like 30 feet.
Oh God. Fuck. Actually, never mind. Could I like? Is there a wall that I could like peek and say something, and then like
The only wall that is there, kind of thing, is like the alcove in which the elevator shaft is kind of made from. So it's kind of like you can like peek around like the arch that forms the doorway, but there isn't much room aside from like the little space in front of the elevator to get in and out and to like move any like potential carts that they might have been putting like kind of hoisting up and down.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, then I will take that magic and split it in two, and then as it splits into two, I split two of me. I'll cast mirror image on myself.
Cool.
Oh, there's two of you.
There's actually more than two. I think there's more than two.
Can you roll me a quick little wild magic?
Oh, yes, I can.
Oh,
Finally.
everybody's a frog.
8.
Okay. So at the current time, nothing happens.
Current time.
Oh, he's gonna. I'm sure she can do more magic.
Yeah. No, that's all I'm gonna do for the rest of the encounter. And I'll speak to one of the two people who are like 10 feet apart, away from me, and I'll say,
Okay.
"We're just here to get our friend. Don't attack us."
Okay, so they're gonna say, "You kids are trespassing on land where you don't belong."
Just let us go. We're just kids, like you said.
If you don't give us our friend back, I'm gonna gnaw your face off. Give us back Karl.
Yeah.
Get him, Dad.
I'm gonna beat all your asses.
So after Zola is like the priestly individual, and he kind of
When did you guys get here?
comes up and says,
Karl.
"All right, all of you. If you kids leave the premises immediately, we will let you go with a warning. We will be contacting the authorities as you have trespassed upon this site, but we won't reveal your identities if you leave right now. No questions."
Just look at Karl.
Go ahead and tell him. We'll tell him you're kidnappers.
No can do, fellas.
Are you gonna tell the authorities about the chained up kobolds that you have down here?
Yeah, you idiots.
They are paid workers. I cannot say any more.
Gorilla time? Zola, is it gorilla time?
Karl, just let's talk about this first.
There's no stopping him now. Look, he's in fight mode.
He's a little angry.
All right, can't
Party
say I didn't
raging.
Try. I get myself into like a battle stance.
All right. So, with that, he is going to cast. Let me see. Yeah, he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. So he's going to cast that, and he's going to send it towards Karl and try and take a little attack on Karl himself. And if I am quite sure, because I believe I am, that would be prone, would give him advantage on the attack. I believe.
What kind of weapon is it?
You see the weapon itself seems to be this kind of glinting jester staff, kind of like kind of like with the face of a jester with like the cones, more or less a mace, but kind of flavored to be this kind of like little like clown face on the as like the head of the mace.
That's weird.
Well,
Weird.
it's pretty atomic.
All right. So that's
Dan's
going
got a
to
thing for
be
clowns.
a 21 to hit. And that's a 12 points of radiant. Reduced, I believe, because you're raging to
I'm
6.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And then
Yes.
he is going to look around, kind of count all of you, and he's going to cast Bane on all 4 of you.
Oh,
Damn.
So can you all roll me a charisma saving throw?
Okay, I'm decent at those.
That's bad.
Ooh, natural 20
dirty
Ooh,
20.
awesome.
for a 24.
All these dirty 20s today.
Hey, Dan.
I got a natural 1.
No.
Oh boy.
I got a 13.
Okay. Ori?
1 here.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So Zola and Ori, you save. Karl and Dan, you two are baned for the moment.
Ugh.
Shit.
Oh, what was that, Zola?
I don't know. Kind of was trying to do something to us.
Oh, that
You
felt
okay?
weird. Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure,
How do
the
they
others
look?
are fine.
I wish I was a sea cucumber.
So you all feel this kind of like, this kind of, I guess Karl and Dan, you feel this kind of weight on you,
Yeah.
and kind of a weird, a feeling that kind of like is almost halting. You can still move and everything, but everything seems to be more difficult as you try and tell your body what to do. But there's like something in the back of your mind kind of fighting you with each action you take.
I'm worthless. I'm nothing but a slug.
After that,
Oh,
Zola, you see that the kobold
sea
next to you also starts to move, and she's going to run forward and try and kind of start rifling through like the woman's pockets that's like kind of beneath Karl, like trying to find her like way in amidst the the knees and the punches and everything
Nice.
that are currently going on. I just need to find her specifics,
You go, girl.
her little stats here. All right, so
Get him, Rank.
that's going to be
Rank.
Karl.
that fell out of the box.
is Karl his real name?
They'll tell you.
Is that your adopted
name-
name?
Oh, it's
Okay.
Karl. They
Cousin.
tried to give me some fancy dancy name.
So
I
you
only really
see,
answered to Karl.
as Karl gets in, like his 2 shots, Rank kind of comes in, and at this point, like Vash had kind of like gone off to the side, and she received 2 hits. Rank's hand kind of goes into a pocket, pulls like you see something that she pulls something out, and it glints in her hand, and she kind of puts it to her neck, and you hear a little, and the collar pops off. It says,
Freedom.
"Take this," and she tosses it further into the room. And she is going to, Karl, she's going to drop something into your hand. You see that it's this kind of stone
Shiv?
shiv, basically, yeah.
Is it a shiv?
So it deals a d4 points of damage like a dagger. It's
Oh yeah, I
essentially
love
a
it.
dagger.
I love it.
It's a
Yeah, I
toothbrush.
hear you. Filed down toothbrush.
But
I want the
yeah,
pickaxes. They got to get them pickaxes over here.
Mm.
if you find some,
They must
you're
have
more than
some.
welcome to.
They must have
It's
some.
the satchel somewhere with a pickaxe.
Ah, good
Maybe a block
lord.
of cheese.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
you guys didn't look around the room either. Just saying.
It's
But
through.
yeah.
It's through, Sandy.
So then she's gonna kind of rush up in front, like outside the door, and kind of post herself by the door as the guard closest to that door kind of comes up in an attempt to try and help Vash in her fight with Karl. She kind of like holds her position like in front of him and like hisses, and then it's the guards' turns. So these 5 guards are gonna take their action. The
Okay.
one furthest back is going to go and attack Rank. The 2 in the middle are going to go towards Dan, and the 2 in the front are going to come towards Ori and Zola. So that's going to be 2 attacks on Rank. 1 that misses and 1 that hits. Okay, cool. And then there's going to be 2 attacks from each on Dan.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage because of your patient defense.
It's too slow.
So with the disadvantage, it's a natural 1
Oh, fuck.
on the first. And a 19 and a 14 plus
That hits.
5.
My AC is 15.
Yeah. So he manages to get, as you're kind of trying to dodge from one side, you dodge one, you dodge the other from the other side, you dodge the third, and then he comes in with like a 4th attack, coordinated with the guy on the other side, and managed to get a glancing blow, 6 points of damage, kind of slashing in from one side. And then 1 each on Zola and Ori. So Ori, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That
I believe that
hits.
hits. That's 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
And 11 for Zola, which I believe misses.
11 misses.
Sorry, they have 2 attacks each. My bad.
Dang it.
Ori, that's a natural 1. So second misses Ori, and the second for Arab.
Wait, we don't
Sorry,
still have
for
exhaustion, do we?
Zola. You reduce the
Yeah.
exhaustion from 2 to 1.
Okay.
So all your abilities, and I'm not sure, it's attack rolls too?
Yeah, it's any D20 test.
Minus
Okay.
1.
Is a -1
Nice.
to the roll. But the second misses Zola as well. So it's back to the top of the round with Dan.
All right. I'm clutching my side. Only a worthless bug would get hit by an attack. And then I'm just gonna swing up to try and like smack both of them in their jaws or something.
Cool.
So I'm gonna make an unarmed strike against each of them because they're like on
Okay.
either side of me, I imagine, or something.
Yeah, that's it. So you have the -1 from exhaustion, and Bane is a D4.
Okay.
That you
yes.
subtract from the roll.
Oh, okay. All right. No biggie. Okay, first one is a 4. Okay, yeah, but then I have my bonus. Okay, so it's a 21 and then minus a D4, -4.
Okay,
Which is
so
what?
17?
Yeah. Thank
17
you.
hits.
Nice. Okay. That is 6 damage.
Cool.
And then for the other guy, It's a natty 20, baby.
Hey,
Woo!
go.
Oh,
4.
Hell yeah,
Let's
dude.
just- Five?
Go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wave the bane. Just go for it.
Well, oh yeah. How does that normally work? I've never experienced.
I think technically it is still. It ends up being like an ability check. So
Okay.
it's like a nat 20, but it's like plus your ability, but it's a nat 20, so I'm honoring the nat 20. Go for it.
Okay. Well, you don't have to, but I appreciate it. I
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
no,
11
it's a nat-
damage.
It's a nat 20. This isn't no nat November.
True. True. Yeah, 11 damage to that other guy. And then I'm going to dive between them, but towards just like 5 feet. I just want to get like right behind them. Well,
Closer
maybe more,
towards the door?
but yeah, towards Arabella and Ori. Sorry, not Arabella, Zola and Ori.
Cool.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Searing Arc Strike. So after I make an
Ooh.
attack, I can cast Burning Hands using a few key points.
Fantastic.
Now, tell me, like, ideally, I don't want to hit Ori or Zola. Is that possible?
It is a 15-foot cone, I believe.
Yes. I'll double
Yeah,
check,
so
but
you'll
I'm
get like the back sides of the 2 guards.
okay. Sweet. Searing Arc Strike.
I think
Um,
Burning Hands would be a dexterity save.
Yeah, I'm just checking here because I can increase the spell level with more key
Ooh.
points. So I have to use 2, and then I can use up to a maximum of 4 with each additional key point, increasing the level by 1. So I'll use 4.
Okay.
And Burning Hands is a first level spell, so I'm
First
casting
level,
at
so it
3rd
goes up
level.
to 3rd, yeah.
And it is a dex save, yes. But it's a dex save of 12.
Okay, cool. So that is going to be. They don't expect this. I don't know what disadvantages. I don't. Okay, so one saves, the other one doesn't. So the one,
Okay.
I'm going to say the one on Ori is going to be odd. The one on Zola is going to be even. Odd. So the one on Ori saves.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I kind of roll and like I go up on like one. I have like one leg down on my knee, and then the other one's kind of propped up, and I focus the energy into my hands. They light up with white light and kind of flashes, and I go atomic blast.
All right.
And I think it's 1d6 for each level of the slot, so 5d6 half damage for one of them.
Yeah. So roll the 5d6, then we'll have the.
Okay, 22 damage.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. So it's 11 on him and 22 on him. So they kind of like they singes their backs and like fuck, and then they kind of like try to pat themselves like out in a sense. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that'll be my turn.
Okay, fantastic. After that, it's going to be Vash, who's struggling around with Karl. Ori, you're on deck. Once more, she's going to attempt to disengage from the grapple with the help from her little shadow companion.
now I am
So,
raging, so
Yes,
I
you do have
get an
advantage on
advantage.
that. She rolls a 26
ooh.
to break
But
free.
I have
however.
the Bane as well.
Yes, and exhaustion.
Okay, so well. Yes, so that would be okay. So hold on. So the
So
Bane,
roll
I
the
rolled a
D12.
1, so it's only a -2. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
You want me to redo that?
no, go for it.
Is that so then?
Yeah, so you
My
have a
bonus,
minus. You have a 1
with
from
my
the Bane, a
modifier.
1 from the exhaustion. So a -2.
So
Roll your
I've got a
D20.
+6. Yeah. And that's a 9. So no, she gets out.
Okay, so she gets out and gets up. Kind of pushes you away a little bit. Kind of to get that like 5 feet of move, kind of like space between you two. And she is going to. Let me see. Yeah. So she's going to pull out the kind of the weapon that she has at her side that she wasn't able to get to before. She pulls out her longsword, and she is going to. She doesn't have anything else. She kind of like puts it in two hands, and she's going to go and take a swipe at you. So she uses an action to get rid of the grapple. So she has 2 attacks left. So she's going to attack you twice.
Damn, she got 3 attacks or 2 actions?
It's a fighter for you.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh, indeed.
Uh,
Oh,
So-
my.
27 to hit and an 18 to hit.
Yeah,
No, sorry, 17 to hit.
of course.
Both of those hit. So that's a 9 points of damage reduced to 4. And
Okay.
12 reduced to 6. So a total of 10 points of slashing
Okay.
damage from those 2 hits. And as this occurs, you kind of get this weapon kind of slashes into you, and she kind of says, "That's more like it." Now, no surprise. Ori, it's you. Karl, you're next.
Oh man. I'll be
Okay.
like, okay, Zola, I got a big move, but I'd like to get everyone grouped up at once.
I don't think I can help with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure much I can do. You know what? I think I really want to save Karl.
Yes, poor Karl.
And how far the 2 guys moved up to like attack us, right?
Yeah, they're within 5 feet of you now.
They
And because you 2 were next to each other, they're like right next to you. So like they're right in front of you each. And then Dan's 15 feet away. And then the other 2 are he moved away from them. So they're further back with the priestly dude. And then by the door, there's 1 guard, Rank, and Karl and Vash, who are fighting it out like in the doorway.
All right. What I think I'm gonna do is these guys are 5 feet in front of me. I want to get as many people within like a 30-foot radius of me.
Okay.
If I wanted to get like Vash on the ends of that, how many of the guards could I get if I had like a 30-foot spear?
30. So that's 15-foot radius then.
Yeah.
Or like kind of like her from the edge and the other from the edge here.
Yeah. I guess like yeah.
Diameter or radius?
I guess diameter.
30
Mhm.
diameter would let you get the guard in the doorway,
Yeah.
as well as like the very ends of the 2 in the middle, but also Karl and Rank.
And Vash. Okay, sweet. So I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step past these 2 dudes
Okay,
if I could.
sure.
And I want to get to that point. And charge up my staff. Not my staff, my didgeridoo. Kind of.
Okay,
And energy is gonna blow out of it. I want to cast a destructive wave if I can.
sure.
Yeah, so it's I strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy that ripples out. Each creature I choose within 30 feet must succeed Constitution. What is it? 13, not too high. Saving throw, or they succeed and take half the damage and aren't knocked prone. But it's a 5d6 thunder and 5d6 necrotic.
Okay,
Yeah, so but I'm gonna like charge up my staff and bang it down, and these like thunderous kind of like vines are gonna kind of like whip out and try and get all the enemies within that 30-foot range.
so it specifically says enemies, or is it creatures?
Oh, creatures I choose.
Okay. So you're going to be hitting the 3 guards and Vash then.
Yes.
What is the DC for the save?
13.
13. Okay, and
Yeah,
it is Dex,
Constitution.
Constitution. Cool.
Yeah. If they save, they
Okay.
take half and aren't knocked prone.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it would be
Let me see. Vash saves. The 2 guards, however, Constitution. Yeah, no, they don't save.
all right. So it would be do 18 thunder.
Sorry, 3 guards. True. My bad. 3rd guard doesn't save either.
Sweet. Come on, man. 18 thunder and 17 necrotic.
Okay, so total 35. Halved would be 17.
Yes, sir. But I have to roll a d20, and if I roll lower than 8, my didgeridoo breaks.
Okay.
What the heck?
16.
Nice.
Don't break that didgeridoo. Hey, don't break that didgeridoo.
So these
Didgeridoo.
like thunderous vines are gonna like whoa, 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 as this like wave ripples through the room and like wrap around the people that are getting hit, and then disappear.
Cool. So they all the 3 guards take the damage and they kind of fall prone. Vash kind of saves and stays standing.